The news, Babatunde Bolatito is my name. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke says his administration will leave no stone unturned in retrieving all funds allegedly diverted or stolen from the coffers of the state. The governor disclosed this while receiving the report of the committee set up to review contracts and MOU signed by the past administration at the governor's office launch. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekileku now completes the story.
The governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, could not hide his displeasure at the level of pillaging of state's financial resources by people saddled with the custody of public trust. Senator Adeleke expressed optimism that all the funds illegally diverted through bypassing of due process and rule of law would be retrieved and be used for the benefit of taxpayers. He commended the committee for doing a thorough job by reviewing all contracts awarded and memoranda of understanding signed by the past governments.
A country or a state that doesn't follow the due. This contract review committee has done a human job, at least for them to recover at least 10 million. And then, of course, having a balance of 48 million left to recover. I'm sure even after this, I will still assign to go after them so that we can recover this.
The governor used the occasion to reiterate his resolve to positively transform lives of the people of the state, who gave him the mandate in one of the freest and most credible governorship election in the history of Osun State, saying that quality will be assured in the implementation of ongoing projects by just remobilized contractors. Presenting the report, Chairman of the Contract and MOU Review Committee, Barrister Nijo Wolade, said the committee reviewed contracts awarded by the previous administrations, the cost such contracts were awarded, as well as suggestions of possible solutions to infractions committed by the actors who served in the past government.
The committee established that most contracts of infrastructure and supplies executed by many MDAs by the immediate past administrations were not in accordance with the state of Osun Procurement Law 2015 and Procurement Amendment Law 2019.
Barrister Wolade explained that many of the contractors sabotaged the state by not paying the mandatory tender fees. It has been Abdurrahim Adekileku reporting.
The Inspector General of Police, Usman Babas, handed over 3,980 arms, 2,358 ammunition, and 1,057 cartridges recovered from criminals to the National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, handing over these items to NCCALW in Abuja. The IGP said the small arm and light weapons were recovered by the police in various operations across the country. The IGP is represented by Deputy Inspector General of Police Finance and Administration, Mohammed Dan Malami, said the arms and ammunition include 265 automatic rifles, 146 pop guns, 1,909 locally fabricated pistols, 1,500 locally made single-barrel guns, and 98 local double-barrel guns, among others. This came as the IGP disclosed that about 404,106 personnel from police and other agencies will be deployed for the February 25 and March 11 elections in the country. He explained that the Nigeria Police will deploy 310,973 personnel for election security. This will comprise of conventional policemen, mobile policemen, special counter-terrorism units, special forces, intelligence response team, and other sections of the police. As part of his effort towards ensuring free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria, the Nigeria Police Trust Fund has embarked on a week-long capacity building training ahead of the 2023 elections for 2,000 police personnel drawn from various police commands and formations across the country. This was contained in a statement signed by the head of Press and Public Affairs Unit of the Nigeria Police Trust Fund, Mohammed Lawal in Abuja. According to Lawal, the capacity building training tagged the role of Nigeria Police Force in credible elections before, during, and after will inject contemporary knowledge on national election management into the police institutions and prepare the police personnel to discharge its constitutional responsibility for credible national elections. The training, which began on the 15th of February 2023, is currently going on in 21 states of the Federation, including the FCT, is expected to be rounded up on the 20th of this month, ahead of the presidential election. Attempts by hoodlums to cause violent uprising in Lagos over cash scarcity were this morning botched by sporadic gunshots from security operatives. Reports say the miscreants attacked commuters and motorists around Mile 2 Ojota axis of Lagos State. It was gathered that the parents taking their kids to school and those going to work had to cancel their appointment as the hoodlums freely used dangerous weapons and took advantage of the chaos to rob victims, barricaded the roads, made bonfires with tires, and vandalized vehicles that refuses to deter. The security operative comprising riot policemen and soldiers from Operation Mesa were deployed with warning shots. The hoodlums vacated the expressway, but many people sustained injuries as the crowd scampered to safety while the operatives fired tear gas and bullets into the air. The shots were said to have strayed to Ikorodu and K2 axis of the state to warn anyone hoping to foment trouble. Confirming the incident, spokesman of the police in Lagos State, SP Benjamin Unden, said calm had returned to the affected areas. The National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control has destroyed fake and unwholesome regulated product worth more than 326 million naira in Lafia, Nasarawa State. Reports say the exercise is conducted by the North Central Zone of the agency, with the product moved from Benue, Kogi, Plateau, Kwara, Niger, and Nasarawa states. The Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Muji Adeyeye, said that the destroyed products included medicine, food, domestic cosmetics, and chemicals, which were either confiscated or voluntarily handed over by complainant companies and other stakeholders. At Francis Omoniwu, the agency director of Investigation and Enforcement Directorate, said the destruction of the product is to prevent their reintroduction into the distribution chain. And now to sports. President Nigerian Volleyball Federation Musa Nimrod has expressed satisfaction with the number of players registered for the ongoing President's Bridge Volleyball Cup holding in Kaduna. He expressed these feelings while assuring that the team is working assiduously ahead of the National Bridge Volleyball Tour in the coming months. According to him, 38 teams are featuring in the championship, which is holding at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna. Also speaking on the competition, the MVBF's technical director, Martins Melandi, said the event is divided in 2 junior and senior categories, with 13 men and 7 women's teams registered in the senior categories. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky has ruled out giving up any of his country's territory in a potential peace deal with Russia. President Zelensky was speaking at a media briefing to mark a year since Russia's full-scale invasion, warning that conceded land will mean Russia could keep coming back while Western weapons will bring peace closer. Mr. Zelensky said a predicted spring offensive had already begun as Russian attacks are already happening from several directions. He believes Russia's forces can keep resisting Ukraine's forces can keep resisting Russia's advance until they are able to launch a counter-offensive, although he repeated his call for more military aid from the West. That ends the midday news on OSBC TV. It was edited by Michael Adini. Join us at 3 for the midday news. Good afternoon.